Okay, guys, what's up? Welcome back to a new video here. So we got pretty interesting news this morning over Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, has been served with an arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court. This is obviously a massive step. And again, a few months ago, there was the prosecutor, Khan, I believe his last name was looking for a warrant for the defense minister, Gallant, Prime Minister Netanyahu, as well as many Hamas leaders and officials. But the court itself had not granted the warrant. But as of this morning, the International Criminal Court did allow, or they issued a warrant to the Prime Minister of Israel. And obviously, this is a huge step. And this is a ramification. This is a pretty good map here that I thought on basically showing what member states are obliged to follow the international ruling. So basically, this means is if Benjamin Netanyahu would step foot in this country, he would be subject to arrest, which is insane. So, and again, just to be clear, also just for background, uh, Russian President Putin is also under international arrest warrant. So his travel has been eliminated in recent years. That's what I would say the massive thing about this would be is that Netanyahu is not going to be able to travel to many countries, many of which are allies to Israel, because he faces an arrest warrant. But look at this map, for example, which we'll talk about in a second. Canada is ratified under the International Court. Mexico, almost all of South America, Australia, pretty much all of Europe. Notably, the United States has not ratified this. China, India, not a signatory of the deal, which is interesting, but it's going to limit his travel, and it's a pretty shocking measure because I mean the Israeli prime minister under international criminal warrant for war crimes charges, which include starvation, uh, using starvation as a weapon of war in the warrant. Now, let's go to our first. We're going to talk about the ramifications of this in terms of worldwide relations, as well as what is Israel going to do about this, how they responded. So, the Israeli government has completely condemned this, said it was a kangaroo court, and it's a dark day for the international court. Not surprising there that we see that. Now, let's get to some U.S. responses. I think it's interesting to see. I mean, we've seen many Democrats, Bernie Sanders, in supportive of it, many on the progressive left supportive of this measure. Now, let's go to some foreign countries. I thought this was interesting. The Canadian Prime Minister, usually Trudeau, who's usually uh, extremely supportive of the Israeli state, he has said that um, no, Netanyahu will be arrested if he comes to Canada. Netanyahu, the prime minister, will be arrested if he comes to Canada, which is a crazy thing to say. And specifically, he said Canada has always said it's really important that everyone abide by international law. This is something we've been calling on from the beginning of the conflict. We stand up for international law and we will abide by all the regulations and ruling of the international courts. Basically saying, no, he can't come to Canada. We'll arrest him if he sets foot. That's a pretty wild thing to say, guys. It's just wild in terms of a worldwide, like, this is the Israeli prime minister. Wild stuff. The reason I'm looking at my phone, guy, there's a report saying 2 ambulances and vans full of U.S. Secret Service leave Mar-a-Lago. We'll keep you updated on that. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so and then we get to this. It was also another sign here that Bibi's travel is going to be limited significantly. Netanyahu and Golan could face arrest in Italy, according to the defense minister. So the Italian government has said that if Bibi sets foot in Italy, that's it. They're going to arrest him and turn him over to the court, which is wild. Again, this is the defense minister speaking during a televised interview. Cressida remarked that while he believes the ICC's decision is wrong, as a signatory to the Rome Statute, Italy must comply with international law. So they don't agree with the ruling, but they have to follow it, and they would arrest him if he steps foot in the country. So that's interesting again. Now let's get to some American response to this, which is, again, it's just over the top, if you ask me, guys. I mean, come on. Let's go to John Fetterman first, who, again, extremely pro-Israel senator. No standing, relevant, or path. F that Israeli flag. Okay, classy. Okay, goodbye. Tom Cotton, this is just as crazy as it gets. The ICC is a kangaroo court, and Kareem Khan is a deranged fanatic. Woe to him and anyone who tries to enforce these outlaw warrants. Let me give them all a friendly reminder. The American law on the ICC is known as the Hague Invasion Act for a reason. Think about it. So he's threatening to invade the Netherlands to defend Israel, basically, is what the senator from, I don't know, where is Arkansas, I think, on? Yeah, Arkansas. That is wild. So threatening invasion of The Hague over this ruling. So pretty wild stuff. And we've already seen pretty interesting comment coming from the Senate leader in Congress, John Thune. He has said that basically we're going to be sanctioning the ICC. They're going to bring a bill up. Will it pass? We don't know. But interesting stuff. But again, the major news: the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, has been served with an arrest warrant, as well as the Defense Minister and the Hamas leaders. But regardless how you feel about it, it's obviously a major step uh, in this war. So crazy stuff going on, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys within a day or two. Thanks.